The Friday night lights are on and high school football is back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the season premiere of Friday Night Football Fever. And I'm Pete Byrne.
And I'm Bennett Wise.
Hello, Bennett.
Excited. I'm excited for
super
football.
Excited, yes.
An off-season of training, 3 weeks of getting practice ins and being put to the test tonight as teams all across northern Indiana hit the field for the first time.
That they do. We start tonight with an Elkhart County clash as Jimtown opens year 4 of the Corey Stoner era with a difficult test at Andrews Field against Northwood.
Yeah, the Jimmies hoping to play spoiler against a Black Crunch team hungry to make up for an early playoff exit a year ago. Opening play of the season, Northwood's Ashton Hahn wreaking havoc in the backfield, forcing the fumble. The Panthers jump on it, and they're going to capitalize. Landon Perry breaks a tackle, spinning his way across the line for the first touchdown of the year. Nitro Tuggle would catch the 2-point conversion. The next drive, quarterback Owen Rader aired it up to the Georgia commit, maintaining possession to the ground. It is a touchdown on the field. Northwood goes ahead 16-0 after one, and they would cruise to a 42-22 victory over Jimtown.
Good start. All right, on the road, Goshen opening up against Fairfield in a city rivalry. Second quarter game scoreless, but Goshen's driving until Fairfield's Elliot Garcia intercepts Goshen's pass, and the Falcons take over with decent field position. Now they get to work on the ground. Brecken Moran takes the handoff, rumbles close to 30 yards before they finally knock him out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, and Moran's going to get it a few plays later. He takes it the final 5 yards for the touchdown. Fairfield goes up 6-0. Get him in there, big guys. They would add a 2-point conversion, take an 8-0 lead into the half, and the Falcons beat rival Goshen tonight 29-6. Well, when Mishawaka moved to the Northern Lakes Conference a few years ago, it created a schedule shift that guaranteed us a great rivalry game in week 1.
Sure does. Mishawaka plays crosstown rival Marion to start its season, and it's usually a matchup of two of the top teams in the area.
Very much so. Last year, Mishawaka won a sectional title. Marion, however, they had a little bit of a down year, a rare down year, I should mention, but the Knights feel pretty good about turning it around this year, and what a statement it would be if the Knights could find a way to win tonight. Marion invading Steel Stadium where the Cavemen debut some new uniforms, gray jerseys, gray pants, they look clean. Opening kickoff fielded by Ethan Bryce. Did I say they look clean? Boy, he is totally clean, as in no one's taking him to the turf. 82 yards to start the season. Can't do any better than that. Mishawaka takes it the distance, and they go up 6-0. Now, after all that excitement settles, Marion answers as they march right down the field on their opening drive. Brian Osmond doing most of the damage here. He goes the final 5 yards to the end zone. Cavemen 6, Knights 6. But Mishawaka's offense starts to take control of the ball game. Senior Brady Fisher leading the way. He takes off for a huge gain of 25 yards. Mishawaka is in business. And a few plays later, Fisher's going to finish the drive himself. Cavemen take a 13-6 lead, and they do not look back. Mishawaka wins the opener 44-12.
To a loud Rice Field. Elkhart student section, be loud or go sit with your mom. That's what the sign said as they host crosstown rival Concord. Third quarter, Minutemen lead 13-0 and adding Rafael Sabas from 37 yards between the pipes to go up 16. Fourth quarter we go. Same score. We're going special teams heavy. Elkhart's Eduardo Aguirre puts up a paw to block the kick. Tony Dukes takes it the other way to put the Lions in business. The very next play, Quinn Ross pass. Look at that. Ooh, Zach Anderson didn't skip leg day, keeps possession with his thighs, and that sets up Elkhart just outside the red zone where the Lions on the misdirection get space for Nate Munson, who takes it in for 6. But Concord, they stay strong. They hang on for a 16-6 win.
All right, let's head out east. Northridge opening up on the road tonight at Fort Wayne North. There's Notre Dame recruit Tay Johnson. He's sitting this one out. Tay's still recovering from a broken foot. Picked us up in the second quarter. 4th and 2 for Northridge at the 40, but they're going to go for it. Braden Clark looking deep, and McLean Miller has it for the touchdown. Northridge goes up 9-7. Then right before halftime, they're going to add to it. It's Dylan Ritchie knocks down the field goal from 20 yards out. Raiders go up 12-7 at halftime, and Northridge is coming home with a victory tonight. Smile, everyone. 26-13 the final. The Raiders victorious.
That is a great victory indeed. Let's go out to Michigan City, opening up their year at home against Warsaw. First quarter, Tyler Bush across the middle. Elijah Collins making the catch to put the Wolves up 7-0. Still in the first quarter, Drew Sullivan for Warsaw. His handoff stuffed in the backfield by George Branch. Nice play defensively there for Michigan City, and then they capitalize again on defense. Caden Pierce forcing the fumble, or rather recovering the fumble, but the Tigers, they're able to pull off the comeback with a 71-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter. Warsaw wins it 17-13.
Oh, good win for the Tigers. All right, we need to take a quick timeout, but as you know, there's still lots more ahead tonight on Friday Night Football Fever. Several more teams making their debut on opening night. After a trip to state in 2022, will there be an encore for New Prairie? Highlights from the Cougars and several others when Football Fever returns.
You're watching Friday Night Football Fever on Fox Michiana, sponsored by Zolman's Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football Fever. New Prairie was the last team in Michiana left standing a year ago. The Cougars, of course, made it all the way to the state finals at Lucas Oil Stadium.
That game did not go the way that they had hoped, unfortunately, but the Cougars return a lot of talent in 2023, motivated to complete that last step.
That is true. Tonight, New Prairie opens on the road with their traditional Week 1 opponent. That would be rival LaPorte. So let's head on out to Kiwanis Field where the crowd is fired up, and this was a tight defensive battle. Second quarter, LaPorte's trailing 8-3 when Aiden Pennzoil hits his man, Drew Flores, over the middle for a touchdown. Slicers go up 10-8, and then they turn up the defense. New Prairie so strong on the ground normally, but Malachi Washington says you'll get nothing and like it. A little bit later on, LaPorte with the ball forced a punt, but they're going to come up with a big play on special teams as they recover the fumble and take over. This game was tight all the way through. New Prairie would kick a field goal in the final minute to take an 18-17 lead, but LaPorte marches down the field and kicks a game winner as time expires. So it's the Slicers who take down New Prairie tonight, 20-18, the final score.
Woo, exciting one there. We'll go now to Bremen as they host LaVille, and Jeff Kaiser in his first season as head coach. There's Lucas Plummer with the field goal from 39 yards. LaVille goes up 17-3 at the end of the third quarter. And man, Cody Allen did work tonight. Multiple long rushing plays to get LaVille in good field position. They pick up the first win for their new head coach, Jeff Kaiser, 17-10 over the Bremen Lions.
Well, tonight marks the beginning of a special season on the north side of South Bend because it will be the last season played at Clay High School.
Yeah, the school is set to close in the spring of 2024, and that has really hit the Colonials hard this year.
Yeah, but it's also given the team an added dose of motivation, Bennett.
That has, as we go out now and make the most of that season, do the Colonials. Clay opening up tonight against Hammond Knoll. They have a 6-0 lead in the first half. The visitors respond. The handoff to Elijah Boone, 30 yards on the score to even the game up at 6 aside. Now, next drive, Knoll's quarterback, Jaden Rivers, will keep it himself and take it in along the left side, diving across the line, but man, Clay would not go away. Liam Wolf looking deep, hits Tyrese Jones, 68 yards, untouched. Clay ties it back up, but Hammond Knoll would extend and take a 30-18 victory.
South Bend St. Joe hosting Lakeland tonight, and it's a new era for St. Joe. No longer the Indians, and they've got a new look. Black shirts, black pants, black helmets. They were trailing Lakeland tonight in the second quarter and struggling to move the ball on offense. Alex Ortiz sacked by Carson Mickham. St. Joe has to punt late in the half, but their defense comes up with a huge play right here. Lakeland driving, but St. Joe forces a fumble. You can see by their reaction they think they have it, and they do. Diamond Curry comes out of the pile with the football. St. Joe's got it with about 2 minutes to go before the half. Final minute now, 4th and long. Alex Ortiz is going to air it out, and look at this. Dallas Downey hauls it in for a 33-yard touchdown, the St. Joe 6. St. Joe takes the lead 14-13 heading into the half, but it's Lakeland that rallies in the second half for a close 33-28 win.
And not far away at School Field, South Bend Adams hosting Culver Academy. The visiting Eagles going to get on the board first. Michael McColgan pitches to Jay Rodriguez along the outside. Does he get the pylon? Yes, he does. CMA moves out in front. Now, Coach Frank Karszewski tries to get Adams going. Phoenix Clark completes the pass to Quinn Tutu. Ooh, big hit. Able to hang on to it, though. Adams on the march into enemy territory, but CMA making the big stop, forcing the fumble. Trey Schumacher scooping, and guess what? He's going to be scoring with that.
Play.
55 yards to the residents.
When the big guys get to touch the ball.
Absolutely. Big man touchdown. Culver wins 21-14.
All right, let's pass along some other results from tonight. South Bend Riley goes on the road and picks up a nice win at Gary West, 48-12 In the third quarter, Southern Washington was trailing Hammond Central 29-12, and John Glenn wins its opener 43-26 over Boone Grove.
Plymouth, they end the streak. They
Nice.
pick up a nice victory over Calumet, 27-8.
And we also have some results here we can pass along. It was Tippecanoe Valley beating Wawasee 23-12, and also North Judson got a win 47-0 over Culver. And one final score. Some of these games happening late, so they're not reported yet, but we can tell you that Knox gets a shutout win over Winnemac. And one final result you're probably wondering about, Penn. They beat the defending state champs of Valpo tonight, 38-21. Our highlights are coming back as we speak. If you'd like to see them, flip on over to WSBT-22 in a few minutes. You can see those there. All right, we got to take one final timeout, but when we come back, we show you the finalists for the highlight of the night. Friday Night Football Fever returns right.
Now it's time for Friday Night Football Fever's highlight of the night.
That's right, another year and another installment of the often imitated but never duplicated highlight of the night. You know how it works. We're going to show you the three finalists. Then in another half hour, you're going to have to tune on WSBT-22 to see who wins the first highlight of the night of the new season. But I got to tell you, week one did not disappoint.
No, it did not. We had plenty of plays to choose from. Roll the tape. Here we go. Culver Academy. Trey Schumacher picking up the scoop and score. 55 yards. Little bobble right there, but don't worry. He takes it in for 6. Culver picks up the 21-14 win over Adams.
55-yard defensive touchdown. How do you top that? Well, how about the opening kickoff of the season? Literally, opening seconds of the season, and Ethan Bryce fields the kickoff and goes 82 yards to the house. Doesn't get any better than that. Ethan Bryce, your second finalist for the highlight of the night. And your third finalist, we're going to head to South Bend to Clay High School, where Liam Wolf is airing it out for Tyrese Jones. Nobody around him for the 68-yard score. Clay put up a good fight tonight. They lost a close game, but Wolf to Jones for Clay. You are our third finalist for the highlight of the night. So if you want to tune in to WSBT-22 in about 20 minutes from now, we will show you who wins the highlight of the night. You can also see some scores that are yet to be completed because we have some late games out in the region, and we've got highlights from that Penn win over Valparaiso. So join us about 20 minutes from now, and we'll do it all over again.